Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the Mudmore Mayhem YouTube channel. It's been a long time, 10 months, and a lot has changed in those 10 months. I'm actually hoping to get back to regular videos here soon. It seems weird that I'm just talking to a phone, and yeah, hoping to get back soon because the phone that I'm filming on, I used to film on 2 years ago, and then completely irrelevant. This phone ended up in police evidence for 2 years, and I just got it back 2 days ago. So, hoping to finally get back to making YouTube videos just on my regular cell phone that I use every day. I can't fit all my stuff, and editing stuff, and all of that. So, let me start off. Little bit has changed. As you can see, there's a shelter that used to be here. That's gone. That collapsed probably a month ago. I don't know why, but it just did. So, which it was like 2 inches from my truck. And this is my truck. This is the 96. Looks a bit different. That's because I've done a shit ton of work to it. I got the interior done. That's 95% back together. And then dash is all back together. I got it, and then I ended up finding the transmission, because this transmission, I don't know if you guys knew it or not, but the transmission that I had in it was junk. So I ended up finding one out of a 97 F250 E4OD with 44,000 miles. So I went and picked that up for 150 bucks, couldn't beat it. Then I ended up painting the truck. This is actually John Deere yellow tractor paint. Shout out to Pole Barn Garage for that idea. If you guys haven't already, go check them out. He's really good YouTube channel, really cool guy. So I painted it with tractor paint. I ended up getting a spray gun, gallon, paint, and everything. Came out okay for my first time ever spraying a car, and the prep work wasn't good or nothing. And then I ended up driving around the yard a shit ton, and then I ended up getting a 7.5 foot plow for it. Had that all on, pretty much got it ready to plow, and then we ended up buying a 94 F350 with like 250,000 miles, which the frame was rotted out on that truck. So, well, the cab was originally rotted out. We didn't know the frame was rotted out. We pulled the cab, we put the red cab on from the other truck, and then the frame was rotted, so we gave up on that, and I ended up buying the truck off of my grandfather because I wanted the Dana 60 axles. So F350 leaf spring, Dana 60 axles, 410s, and that's what we have in the rear. And then, as you guys know, the F-150s had twin I-beam suspension. So, hopefully this will be my first video back, actually edited and shit, because I tried to look, and I could not find any video on somebody putting the old style Dana 60 leaf spring axles in one of these trucks. Well, obviously they would have came factory in the 350, but not in the 150. Because the main reason for that is from here forward on the frame is different. But I think I can make it work. Which I found a ton of videos of people putting the newer Super Duty axles in these trucks and the F-150s and stuff, but none of putting an old school Dana 60 in one. So I started to get the leaf springs hung, which no, will this be as strong as factory? No. But I need to move that back because I forgot how I cut it out, and it goes in back of the cab mount. But you just have a shackle, which no, it's not going to be as strong as original. But you can just cut a hole in the frame, maybe box it in or something, put a hole, and it's fine. And then the I can't remember what that's called, the location bar, that should bolt up to the factory twin I-beam bolt hole, and then it's just a steering. So that hopefully will be my first video back, is putting a Dana 60 in this truck, which That's probably going to be a really spread out video because this truck's already been on jack stands for 2 months. And I also got a mechanic's job that I've been at for a year and a half. And, you know, been seeing a lot of it. When you're a mechanic, you slowly lose motivation to work on your own stuff. And I have, because if this was a year ago or 2 years ago, this truck would never be on jack stands for 2 months. And then, yeah, so this truck is almost ready for the road. I still got a shit ton of work to do to it. And yeah, over here, I also ended up buying a 66 Cadillac DeVille. That's not here, it's actually at my work. Picked that up for $700. That deserves a separate video. So when it gets back here, which hopefully will be in the next week or two, it's been up there for 2 months, I'll be able to make a video on that. It's a thing. It ain't much of a thing, but it's a thing, and it runs and it drives and roadworthy-ish. I ended up just picking up this 97 Polaris Indy 500 for $450. Running, riding, no real issues. I mean, she's rough, but it's fine. Could definitely use some new skis. Needs new carbides at the minimum. 488 fan cooled. I'll put almost 90 miles on it. Just over 3,400 miles. Got this thing. The track is, well, the track is really starting to get there, which I'm actually currently trying to get rid of this thing because let's just say I got into a little bit of trouble with it with the local PD. So I'm trying to unload that before it gets me in any more trouble. And then I'm actually trying to trade it for a project vehicle of some sort. I ended up picking up that mini bike. It is not the same one. Coleman mini bike I bought it probably 5 months ago. I put fucking 500 miles on it. I actually was just riding around today until I broke it for the 900th time. The chains on them things the master links just suck. So, I'm probably end up going to get a new chain, which I think that chain is worn out. I got a 5.0 rebuilt motor sitting right under there. That was in that shelter that collapsed. We also just picked up that 01 Ford Ranger 4.0 four-wheel drive, 97% rust-free for $700 with 150,000. I also picked up this go-kart, which I got some parts. I'm trying to get rid of them, but somehow more shit just keeps accumulating instead of me getting rid of stuff. Picked up this, it's not a Yerf dog, it's a Manco. 6.5 horsepower Subaru hunk of shit. I picked this thing up for $100, half an hour away. Thing was rougher than shit. Clutch was blown out of it. Rear sprocket was bent. It's a one-wheel peel. I bought it, tore it apart, painted it. It's nice and shiny now. And then lost motivation on it. And here it sits for a month and a half. I just got to put it back together. I got a brand new clutch. Could definitely use a new chain. But I don't know. It's getting freed up. The seat's off in a Yerf dog that I had because it came with no seat. Surprisingly, the Yerf dog seat works fairly well. Yeah. I gotta get this thing going and then list it up for sale. Got some caddy parts over here. I ended up buying the world's worst 66 Fleetwood for $400. And when I say this thing was the world's worst, I have a video of that I filmed back in August that I still might post. It's in my cloud. Yeah, things was the roughest ever, but it gave me what I needed. I got some miscellaneous rims and tires down there for my truck. Well, I don't know now what I'm gonna do with 15 sets of 5-lug wheels I had to fit my truck. Now that it's 8-lug. But this cab I currently have for sale, 95% rust-free. That kind of happened when we were pulling it. But this is the 66 Caddy. I did not cut this frame section. It was just rotted off. Yes. And then here's a firewall and everything, which I gotta bring this to scrap too. I did not cut out any of the floor. Got that 8-foot electric over there that if I could figure out a way to put my plow on the truck, because I have that 7.5 foot, that 8 foot, I want to go with the 8 foot. If I can figure out a way to get a mounted push plates mounted. And then the bed for the white truck, that's going to scrap. Time to get rid of some shit. And then scrap pile, rear half of a 66 Fleetwood, which that video that I did back in August really did justice for this car. Yeah, giant scrap pile, 2 cabs, a back half of a Caddy, all that stuff that needs to go, 2 frames, bumpers, engines. But I got rid of my snowmobile trailer. Now I have no way of loading it. We have no way of loading the heavy stuff, and we don't really have a truck that's rated to pull scrap, so it's kind of just stuck here. So, oh yeah, and then up there I still got the John Deere, the Poulan, the Husky, and 2 generators. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully start filming here in the next couple of days. I don't know when that video is going to be out, because putting that Dana 60 in is going to be a huge project, and it's going to take me a while, because I work every other week from 6:30 in the morning to 6 at night, so I don't want to do it. I can't do it before and after work. And then I can work, this week is the week that I'm not working, so maybe I'll start this week, maybe not, I don't know. But I'm going to start filming on that, so that video will hopefully be out here soonish. Because I need to get the truck moved regardless, because now without that shelter, it's right in the way for snow removal. And today's January 23rd, and we got 4 inches of snow that's melting, which really sucks, and that's another reason I'm trying to get rid of the snowmobile. So, without further ado, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.